Amelia strolled through the park, her sketchbook tucked under her arm. She wasn't looking for anything in particular that day, just the gentle solace that nature always offered. The sunlight flickered through the branches, casting dappled patterns on the path ahead. That was when she first saw him. He sat cross-legged beneath an old oak tree, a guitar resting in his lap. His fingers danced across the strings, weaving a melody that seemed to harmonize with the whispering breeze. Amelia slowed her steps, feeling the notes pull her closer, like the tide to the moon. She hesitated, unsure why her heart was suddenly fluttering like a trapped bird. "Beautiful day," he said, his voice as warm as the sun. He looked up, his green eyes meeting hers, and smiled. Amelia managed a nod, her voice momentarily lost. She noticed his guitar case lying open beside him, filled with loose sheet music and a few scattered coins. "Do you play?" he asked, gesturing to her sketchbook as if it were an instrument. "Not music," she replied, holding it up. "I draw." He tilted his head, intrigued. "Mind if I see?" A blush crept up her neck as she hesitated, but something in his gaze made her feel safe. She handed him the book, and he flipped through the pages, pausing at a charcoal sketch of a lonely tree on a hill. "This one," he said, touching the corner of the page gently as if it might crumble. "It's full of longing, like it's waiting for something." Amelia smiled softly. "Or someone," she murmured, surprising even herself with the words. They spent the afternoon talking, her sketching, him playing. She learned his name was Ethan, that he wrote songs but rarely finished them, and that he thought ice cream tasted better in winter. He learned she loved the quiet rhythm of pencil on paper, hated tomatoes, and always dreamed of visiting Paris. When the sun began to set, casting the park in hues of gold and crimson, Ethan stood and held out a hand. "Come on," he said. "To where?" Amelia asked, her heart racing. "To find a view worth remembering," he replied, a mischievous glint in his eye. They climbed a small hill at the edge of the park. From the top, they could see the whole city bathed in twilight. Ethan played a soft tune as Amelia sketched the skyline. For the first time, she didn't worry about the lines being perfect or the proportions being right. She just drew, capturing the way the moment felt, full of wonder and the dizzying realization that something new had taken root in her heart. As they sat in the fading light, Ethan turned to her, his expression serious but soft. "Amelia, can I see that sketch when it's done?" She looked at him, her chest tightening with a mix of fear and joy. "Only if you finish that song." Ethan laughed, the sound rich and full of promise. "Deal," he said, and as their laughter mingled with the evening breeze, Amelia realized she'd fallen. For his music, his smile, and